Hello guys, Pepe here again. I will try to do a close up. Oh, hey, hi. I don't know. Anyhow, so long time I haven't done an update. I was tracking some parts and so on. So I think I'm going to have to wait for some hoses. This particular hose, which is in pretty bad shape. Well, they don't sell it anymore. So I mean, they sell it in Japan, and they want $150 for shipping and all the hoses. There's a bunch of little hoses that they go in the crankcase here and all those, and they are burnt. Like some of them are bad, some of them are fuel lines are hard. So it was like $120 on hoses, $150 in shipping, and it's going to get here at the end of April. So I'm like, really? Anyways, so what I have done so far is that I start cleaning up and I'm putting start assembling the engine. I put what is it called? The header, I guess, here. And I need to buy this copper. These are copper washers and nuts. Need to buy them. I just put it there so I can put the gasket here and present it and see how it looks like and so on. I went overboard and I painted basically every part on the engine that was like full of that white corrosion thingy. So every part is painted. I painted the balls too because they were ugly. I painted everything. This thing was full of rat's poo, so it was really bad. And I painted everything, even the fuel rail. I had to clean it up. I covered the holes, obviously. You don't want that. I clean all these gasket surfaces after painting. So I paint. This is the intake. The intake was. You will not believe how much poo there was here. It was crazy. This thing full of poo everywhere. It's just crazy. This rat is just. Anyhow. So yeah. So this will be installed now. I painted the intake. As you see, it's beautiful. Well, sorry. This is the intake manifold. This is the intake. I don't know. Anyways. So I painted this. This was all corroded and tons of rat's poo here and here in these areas. So all this area here, all these three parts, they were all full of poo, rusted like crazy. I painted the throttle body. I covered basically every hole to paint it because you don't want to. It's a throttle body. You don't want to put paint in here. So I painted all this. Now it looks nice. I torqued these bolts and clean it up. Clean up the grounds and all that kind of stuff, so it's ready to be installed. And I painted these covers too because they was rusted. One of them is cracked here. It's not a big deal. This is a water pump area. Have a new water pump, so I painted the water pump. I painted the back of it, so it's all nice. I painted all these things. All this was full of rust everywhere. It was crazy how much rust there was for just sitting on the grass for 6 months basically. So anyhow, so now this is all like a protective coating for rust, so it's not going to rust on the inside. Rubber is fine. This is a harmonic balancer, I guess it's called. I'm going to repaint that line because otherwise I will not be able to see the timing and all that. So it's ready to go in. I got this part. So this is from Gates. Where's the part number? Oh, no part number. Anyhow, so this part here, which is funny, they want in like some Delica websites $160 US for this, okay, which is sorry about that. So this part basically, that's a number in the back. This is the original part, and you can tell, the bearing is it's hard to do with one hand. So this bearing is making noises. I think I recorded this before. This is, you can turn it on, it's super loose, and this one is like tight. I clear coated this because it's brand new, so I degrease it. I clear coated, so it has clear coat, so it's not going to rust. And I had to paint it the color. So I bought this one, which is a Gates replacement. I'm trying to find the box to see. I left the box somewhere. It was right here. I think I threw it away. But anyhow, I can post the part number later. So basically this, I bought it in Rogue Auto for $50. So the other places wanted $160. Sorry, $50 Canadian. I think. Super cheap. And the other places wanted 160 or 130 bucks US, which is incredible for this part. It's Montero Sport 95, whatever. So here it is. The other thing I did, so this pulley is the AC pulley, tensioner pulley. This one. So this is the old one, which I painted and rust treated and all that. So I painted the front. Well, so this was 80 bucks new in some of those Delica websites. 80 bucks for this little pulley. Like imagine this, that's 50, 160 Canadian, and this was 80 Canadian. Okay, so this thing, which is a bloody pulley, this ultra simple pulley. Come on, just give me a break. So what I did is just I put the bearing. Here's the bearing of the thing. Same bearing, same model, same number, 6203 2RS. I think it has to be RS. Can't remember the convention about the type of bearing, but it has the RS or long lasting or whatever. So I basically used this guy here to push it out. It's a broken socket I had. I push it out with that, and I push it in with another socket. I scratch it a little bit there after I painted, but basically I put a socket. I think it was this one. This is a 32 millimeter socket, and you see it fits perfectly there. So I push it with the vise, and it took me 2 minutes. And of course, you know, the bearing is $13 Canadian for the bearing, not 80. $13. They do sell in some of the places are a little bit more honest than others. Some Delica places, they do sell the bearing, so you can buy the bearing. But if you need the pulley, it's 80 bucks. I mean, for a bearing, give me a break. It's a Timken bearing. It's a pretty good bearing. This one, that's the part number, 30 bucks. You can buy SKF or whatever other brand you like. So yeah, so I did that. So now I'm putting all the water stuff here. This pipe, I can't remember the name of this pipe, but this is the one I'm putting in, which is that one. Number 17, water passage. So I have the gaskets. I'm going to put that on. Need to clean up a little bit there. What else? Yeah, so I basically painted all that kind of stuff, and I'm like, I put the crank sprocket, the crankshaft sprocket. These ones are tied by hand because I need a specific tool, but I'm going to just, you know, clamp it here and tie it up anyways. So this is on, I cleaned it all up and it's oiled and stuff and it's ready to go. So I need to put I will do the timing at last. The last thing I will put the timing, put the intake today and all that kind of stuff. So this part here, up here is all done. Because I need the sensor, which is bolted here, the crankshaft sensor right here, bolted here. So I want to put all these together so I have the sensor in, and then I do the timing part and all that. And I think I need to remove this to put whatever goes here. That's the other sensor goes there. Yeah, that's why I put it just loose. So anyhow, so that's what I'm going to do now. And like I said, this hose here, this one. Well, it's going to be a pain to find this one. I was thinking to just buy some regular hose because it's basically a hose that goes from here to here. So I can just loop it up a little bit instead of going 90 degree perfectly and so on. So I think I'm going to do that and buy a better hose, like a long lasting hose. You know, I can buy a fuel hose that was thicker too. So same idea, and that's about it. So that's what I'm going to do, I think, here, because plus the hose is like 20 bucks US, so it's stupid. A piece of hose is not going to cost me that much. I put some stuff together. This water pipe thingy. This one too. Install the intake plenum, maybe, I think. Sure. The injectors, I cleaned them up. Nothing fancy as ultrasonic cleaning or anything like that. So it's just like that. One of them, the tab broke, so I put a zip tie there because I didn't want it to get loose, you know, with vibration and stuff. Let's see there, see, put a zip tie on top of it. It has a clip, and that clip was to hold it in, but that clip broke, so it's the only one, so I put a zip tie there. It's pretty firm, it doesn't move, it's pretty good. Yeah, so what else I did? Yeah, so I had to clean this stuff because there was some paint on it. Put the new rubber, the new O-rings there. I put the crankshaft sprocket. I don't know if I showed you that before. Here, crankshaft sprocket. I put the water pump, the new water pump with a new gasket, which is not metal and rubber. So put some never sees here, copper, so it doesn't rust. I clean every bolt every time that I put it on. I don't like dirty bolts. So fuel delivery is almost there. This is the connection for the water pump that fits the back. I put the crankshaft sensor now, but these brackets were a little bit rusted, so I will leave them with rust proofing overnight. The sprocket is in, so it's all good. I need to tighten it up, but sensor is fine. What else? I had to transfer this stud from the water pump to here because it didn't have it. Have to clean out all the surfaces. They're all ready to go. So yeah, so this is all the other part that I'm installing. So the cables and all that, it goes all with the intake manifolds, which I'm going to install tomorrow, I think. I will have everything. I have to put all these hoses first, which is a problem because the hoses some of them are in really bad shape, so I need to check this one first to see if this hose is okay, put it on, because then it will be impossible to put it on if I put more stuff in here. So I need to look into that before I put this area here, so I have access to all that stuff. So yeah, so I will be routing this cable tomorrow. If I do something tomorrow, I'm not sure. And yeah, I'm pretty tired. It's too many hours standing. So yeah, so that's the new gasket for that. Yeah, I clean a lot of surfaces, all these surfaces to put the stuff in, and I clean these up too. Oh, it's not cleaning that well, I guess. Ooh, yeah, that's not super clean, but this is how it came up. And now I need to find this gasket thing. Is foam. It's closed cell foam, but it's like hard because of time. And I have this closed cell foam. It came from a mat. They sell in Canadian Tire. And basically, I cut a strip of it. And I tested it in an area. It's almost the same. It's the same height, but it's just a little bit too wide. It's a test fit, just to see if it will work. So I'm going to go tomorrow to Home Depot or wherever, and to see if they have like one with a sticky side, maybe, because this one is a sticky on one side, that hopefully is the same size. That would be the easiest, and by a roll, and install it over here. This is nothing. I saw it in eBay for like, I don't know, $40 or something like that. This is just a piece of shit foam. Anyways, you can do with this and a ruler, and cut straight pieces of it, and it will do the same thing. You just put some glue on it, and that's about it. So I'm not going to buy. I paid $30. I'm pretty sure a window seal will be. I will find one of those, because I do have this one here. This guy, closed cell foam. You see. So the worst case scenario, actually, I'm going to use this one, because it's the same height than that. Than the original. So I just cut strips of it, with the ruler, and now I have the sticky side on it. Actually, I think I'm going to do that, because I have enough for everything. This is sticky side, and you see this is window seal. It's perfect. Yeah, same. Yeah, I'm going to use this. I'm just going to cut the strips. Now that I think about it. Yeah, and it's the same material, same crap, nothing different, same shit. And look, This came in a roll. I think I paid, I don't know, $20 for a huge roll that I use for. I cover all the car moldings. I don't know what to show you, but both sides, the whole car, which is like 6 feet, 12 feet, and I still have this. And I use it for some other parts then. So yeah, cheap. More than enough to cover all these things. So I will use that tomorrow, so I don't need to buy stuff, which is a good, because this one has like, you know, that cross check thing that I don't like. Anyhow, so what else? Nothing else. That's it. Then manifold and all that stuff back into the engine tomorrow or whatever. I don't know which day. Actually, I have to. I think I will route the. I need to route those cables first, because those cables come, you know, around this area here and under the manifold. Like they tied up in this bolt and all that. So I have pictures of that. So before I put the manifold, I need to make sure that all the things that are under the manifold that I need to install, like all this stuff, is in place before I put the manifold on. Because otherwise you don't have access, and so that's why I need to figure out the hoses first. And then I'm going to start working on the timing belt, which I have here. That's the old water pump, which it didn't look bad, but it was already making some noises. The bearing is kind of weird. So here's the timing belt kit. It's a Continental kit with all the tensioner. I actually clear coat this. This is all clear coat. I didn't want to get rusted. This is a new one, you know, ready to install, and this is the old one, and this is the reason why I clear coat it. This is the old one that I have here in the bags, because I bag everything. Look at this. This is the old one. Look at this thing. You see how corroded it is and dirty it is? Well, that's why I clear coat this one. It's brand new, so I just needed to, you know, degrease it and clear coat it, and that's how it looks like. It's actually clear coat. So yeah, so I will be installing this one. Maybe tomorrow I will start doing the timing, which I'm going to take a while to do it, because I haven't done timing in belts. I think never. I have done timing chains or not. I don't remember. I rebuilt some V8s, and those have those sprockets. You know, it's easier. I think I just can't remember, because it was so many years ago. But anyhow, it's not hard, but just need to be careful. This one has a different shape. This is original. This is aftermarket one, but I don't care. And there is this pin that you remove only when it's ready to go, ready to be installed. So you can't do it now, otherwise it's impossible to push it in. So yeah, so that's all. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be doing the timing, and I don't have a tripod to show you how to do that. I'm going to do a video after it's all installed, and then, you know, I can explain how it works. See you guys. Take care. Bye.